I think Autumn, the way I look at it is maybe a little inverse of how everyone else looks at it, which is if we go back to Kevin's analogy, right? Kind of Uber versus going to a rental car agency. At the end of the day, as the end user, you get the same, experience. You go from point A to point B. Again, back to the rental car analogy is someone still has to put gas in it. Someone still has to make sure you change the oil. Someone still has to change the tires, rotate the tires, and do all that. And I think what we've all realized in the last 5 years is people don't want to invest in resources that are potentially only going to be, utilized 10, 15, 20%. It's not core to their business. They want to take their, incredible talent and focus on how they're going to, potentially release new products or drive that better value internal to the business rather than, again, continually trying to do all the R&D and understand, what are the new features or functionality in these new deployments by Microsoft or Citrix or VMware. And then the patch management perspective, or I should say the daily care and feeding perspective. And then, unfortunately, technology isn't perfect. It will break. And you do need that expertise that's 24 by 7, 365 to be able to, either proactively or reactively, deal with those challenges of software and infrastructure and hardware. And so for me is, I think at the end of the day, I love that everyone's getting that attention. I think it just, again, validates what we started this with is that DaaS is here to stay. It's going to continue to increase in consumption. And at the end of the day is people need to partner with someone to be able to construct, all three of how Gartner defines kind of the deployment mechanism to really, add value, because I don't think people have the time or energy or the resources to do that research and stay ahead of it and do the, proactive care and feeding.